National President of the Women in Poultry Value Chain, known as WIPVAC, Dr. Mrs. Victoria Norgbey, has encouraged Ghanaians to prioritize the consumption of locally produced chicken, citing its health benefits over imported alternatives. Speaking on Clock TV's Cocoa Digest during the WIPVAC 8th anniversary celebration, she also urged more women to venture into poultry farming to boost local production.
We just want to let the public know that where we are now, the Ghana chicken is almost competitive with the imported chicken. But the advantage too is that it is white meat. When you use the Ghana one, it is tastier, it is fresh. I kept on mentioning it. You know how old it is. Those meats that come down, we don't even know how old they are.
I don't know how long it's been in the freezer.
Exactly. And so I don't buy imported chicken.
Okay.
Those who go to the market, we also did the research. A kilo is selling about 45 to 48 cedis a kilo. And so if you have a Ghana chicken, which is also maybe 3 kilo and above, and it's also selling around 140, 150, when you calculate, it's almost the same thing. Looking at even the dollar rate that we have, then it is better to eat the Ghana chicken because we are almost very close and very competitive.
On the sidelines of the event, held in collaboration with the Food Systems Resilience Program, Deputy Agriculture Minister John Dumelo pledged support for the poultry farmers, including assistance with marketing and plans for an ultra-modern processing facility.
I think we just have to sit down and see the best marketing strategy, because a lot of Ghanaians love Ghanaian chicken, but sometimes they also complain that it's not available. But once we know that we have 250,000 there, once we know the demand is there, I think merging the two markets, we'll be able to market it. And our Ministry of Food and Agriculture, will definitely help them to market it. I personally will also help them to market it. And I can guarantee that probably within a month or two, all their stock will be finished. Well, I think we've also received some proposals for ultra-modern processing of poultry products. And I think within a year or two, some few facilities will come up that will be able to process, the poultry. And so that one too is on course, and it shall definitely be worked on.
Public Health Officer at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Florence Sumala and Kuchi, has revealed that a major drainage system has already been constructed, stretching from the First Slide to the Obichipi Lamte overpass, aimed at controlling floodwaters in key parts of the city. This follows growing concerns about AMA's preparedness ahead of the upcoming rainy season. According to her, enforcement measures are being rolled out to ensure residents comply with sanitation and building regulations to sustain the progress made.
We know if you don't have enough drainage system, it leads to flooding. So we are re-engineering the drains, both primary drains, tertiary drains, and then secondary drains, to ensure that there is easy flow of water. So when it rains, the place will not be flooding. We are also intensifying our enforcement. Even now, when it is raining, you see environmental officers in the rain working. But the issue is, we don't even have the logistics. If we have the movable facilities, we move around. Anybody that is dropping something in the drain during the raining, the person can be arrested. And more so, a flood or sanitation issue is a collective effort. We play a part, the media has something to do, the public has something to do. When you see it, you report, then we work on it. Then holistically, we achieve what we are all looking for.
Prolific author and convener of the In the Voice of a Woman conference, Mark Ekow Tawiah, has emphasized that every woman is inherently driven by a purpose that guides her to discover her true place in the world. Speaking on the Cocoa Digest Morning Show, he noted that women who engage in activism, advocate for social change, or speak out on important societal issues are often propelled by a clear sense of purpose. According to him, such women are not just making noise, they are making a meaningful impact because they have found what drives them.
I answer that question. We say that women are belittled. I don't think so. I don't think women are belittled. I think it is self-imposed, something that women have taken upon themselves, that they are belittled. And also, I don't have problems with we giving ladies opportunity to serve in various capacity, especially in the world.
Okay.
The problem has to do with, do you have what it takes? Do you have the capacity to manage that position that you are going for? So I don't have a problem when ladies are given higher positions in life. Are you capable enough to be able to handle that position.
The Planning Committee for the 2025 Civil Service Week celebration and 2024 award ceremony met with stakeholders and potential partners on April 29, 2025 at the Labadi Beach Hotel in Accra. The purpose was to seek their support for the upcoming celebration scheduled for August. The week-long celebration not only acknowledges the important contributions of the civil service to national development, but also emphasizes the strong collaboration between the public and private sectors. During the meeting, the head of civil service, Dr. Evans Agredako, expressed his high expectations for this year's celebration, especially since the theme, adapting to automation, artificial intelligence, and e-governance, aligns perfectly with the government's resetting agenda.
We don't want to lower the bar. And if you have observed, since 2019, when we reignited, if you like, reignited the Civil Service Week celebrations, every year has seen some qualitative improvement in terms of scope, in terms of quality. And so this year we are hoping that we're going to improve upon what we have done, previously. This is the first time that we're even organizing something like this, a breakfast meeting where potential, sponsors have been brought on board for us to have a dialogue and discussions on what is it that we expect from them and the benefit that they derive subsequently from this engagement. And so we're thinking that even the theme that we have selected that deals with issues of e-governance, issues of artificial intelligence, among others. And then, of course, looking at how contemporary civil service must look like. You see, so the civil service of Ghana, as you are aware, has a very important overarching objective of assisting the government of the day in the formulation and implementation of public policies and programs. And as you are aware, we are called upon to do more with less. We need to be much more agile. We need to be adaptive. We need to be flexible. We need to be much more innovative than we have been in the past. And that is what it is that we think that the topic itself, the theme itself resonates with the demands of the day and the resetting agenda of government. Because if we want to reset, then we need to look for much more ingenious ways, to actually execute our mandate. And that is what we are seeking. And we're thinking that when all is said and done, we'll come back and account for our stewardship, and we think that we are not going to lower the bar. The theme for this year's celebration: adapting to automation, artificial intelligence, and e-governance, the civil service in contemporary Ghana. And you realize that if you unpack the theme, we are looking at automation, we are looking at artificial intelligence, we are looking at e-governance. These are areas by which we think we can improve upon the services that we deliver. And these, when we are able to touch base with these, the e-governance, automation, artificial intelligence, it will make the civil service much more responsive. And we are adapting to that. What it means is that the civil service is much more agile. We are not docile, we are agile. And that agility is what actually gives us, will help us deal with these issues of automation, the artificial intelligence, and then the e-governance, which will be a trait of a contemporary civil service. Because, as I said, we are responding to new and wide demands. Citizens have become very sophisticated. We are dealing with issues of environment. We are looking at healthcare. We are looking at education, good quality roads, among others, quality education. And as you know, the service touches virtually on everything, which has to do with Ghana's development. And so it is important that we are much more agile, we are much more adaptive, we are much more flexible in the way we conduct ourselves. And then that will make us much more responsive in responding to the resetting agenda, of our government, which is bringing relief to the broad masses of our people in several areas of our human endeavor.
In an exclusive interview, we spoke with Mrs. Eunice Osai, the Chief Director of the Civil Service, and Mrs. Wilhelmina Asamoah, the Chief Director of the Ministry of Energy, and they shared their insights on the upcoming 2025 Civil Service Week celebration along with some partners. Here is what they had to say.
This year we're expecting that we'll deepen our e-issues. As civil service, we've done the e-recruitment, e-promotions. We believe a lot in digitization. And so this year we want to deepen the digitization efforts in the country and in the civil service and then in the country as well. Where the world is going now, if you don't digitize, you'll be left behind. AI is taking over, and so we are adding AI this year. We want to sensitize our people. We want to build capacity. We want to ensure that we are on top this year so that we can move with the world. We won't be left behind. This year, we are hoping that participation will increase. We are starting the sensitization early. The celebration will be somewhere in August. And so we have quite some time to do sensitization and ensure that the public gets to know when we are going to do it so that we can get maximum participation.
I think this year will be an improvement over the years. I think that every year has been progressively, great. We've been trying to improve upon what we've done over the years. And so the activities are basically the same, but it's going to be more intensive than what we've had over the years. The theme is on communications and automation and the role that the civil service plays in all this. You know where we are going towards and the importance of the role of the civil service in ensuring that this happens. So I think the theme obviously reflects what's and where we are going as a country.